She goes by one name. She goes by Sibo.
Alright, so I'm an older millennial, okay? I was born in the late 1900s. But no, I turned 40 years old recently, December. It's very exciting. And that's part of the reason why I wanted to take this leap into stand-up comedy. I figured now is the time, now that I have all these responsibilities and kids and a mortgage. Now is the time to pivot into a new career. Very high success rate, very lucrative, foolproof. Now, I know some of y'all might be looking at me like, what, 40? No, look at you. Well, in case you haven't noticed, I'm black. I turned black 40. I never said I turned white 40. There's a difference, right? Because black 40 can look like you're barely pushing, I don't know, white 25. She's like, yeah. White 40 could look like, you're grasping at life with your wrinkly white hands and paying for the sins of your white ancestors. Hoping you're not mistaken for, I don't know, white 65. But no, because in the movie Titanic, the older lady who played Rose, she was actually only 40 years old. Yeah, she filmed it on her 40th birthday. It's crazy. It's kind of sweet when you think about it. But no, I'm black 40. And the fun part about being black 40 is that you do get hit on by a lot of black 20s, which is flattering. But there's always that moment where I reveal my age and I see certain thoughts like flicker through their black 20 eyes. Like, it's not regret, but it's like shame. Like they just got caught peeking at their mom slipping off her panties. And they liked it. And they're trying to just sort all that out. It's nice, like, getting hit on by someone young, because I'm married, so I love, like, threatening my husband, like, I'm going to leave you for a black 20 who has no money and no home and no hope. My husband's like, great, sounds like he has a lot of free time. Could he babysit our kids or... Anyways, but I want to get serious for a second. I want to reveal something that has been shared recently at one of the secret black people meetings. Are you all familiar with these meetings? They exist. There's even a password to get in. You can't say it though. I mean, you could, but I wouldn't recommend it. But at our most recent meeting, the question that came up was like, could there be a world where slavery comes back? And like, I know that sounds outlandish, right? Like, I feel like The Rock would step up and stop all this from happening, right? Like, yeah, his dad's black. The Rock wouldn't let this happen. But just with like everything happening in the world, it just feels like nothing seems off the table at this point, right? And like when I think about it, it freaks me out. Like the idea of me having to endure slavery, like the beatings, the raping, the singing. I'm very concerned about the singing. Because I hate musicals. And like I imagine myself just like being out on the field and Jamal breaks out into song and belting out the latest slave hymn or Negro spiritual that's doing numbers. I'm just like, man, I'm just trying to be here and just pick my cotton and head back to the car. We don't gotta do this, man. And I'm really concerned that like my disdain for like the live singing could negatively impact my quality of life as an enslaved person. This is serious, guys. Like, this is my life. Because like, for example, like what if I find out I get the opportunity to escape on the underground Uber? Right? Like I'd be so excited, like yes, this is my chance, I'm getting out of here. But then if it was done how it's done back in the day, where it's like you get your next clues based off the singing that you may have to like do or listen out for, I could just see myself being like, yeah, that's a hard no for me. I'm just gonna stay enslaved. And by the way, I know as a light-skinned black person, I'm not always the best messenger for this, because if slavery were to come back, there's a chance I'd be in the house. But to my future fellow potential enslaved persons, I promise you, Y'all don't want me in the house. Because I hear the first note to Wade in the Water. I'm telling. Master, they're singing again. Yeah, it's Jamal. It's Jamal again.